Right black at you, right black at you, right black at you. Right black at you, right black at you, right black at you. This is the Future Proudly for Real TV. And of course, I'm your host. Okay, sorry for the interruptions. My fault for the interruptions. This is the Future Proudly for Real TV. Right black at you, right black at you. Interruptions I just couldn't control. Uh, uh, of course, I'm your host, Raheem Dream, better known as Top Cat. And I'm hoping my sound is good. Okay, I'm hoping my sound is good. I want to give a shout out to everybody on the Facebook, everybody on the YouTube, and everybody on the Twitter. And like I said, I hope my sound is good. This is the Future Proudly for Real TV, right black at you. And if it's your first time coming to the show, subscribe to the channel. Hit that subscribe button. Tap that little bell so you can get all the notifications. And of course, smash that thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. And the topic for tonight is molestation in the black family. Molestation in the black family, in the black community, in the black hoods, in the hood. Okay. I'm gonna get people trying to get into the building. Let me get my co-host into the building. Just bear with me. Just bear with me. Okay, and as I said, the topic for the night is molestation in the black family. I think this is very important. My cousin, she came up with this here. My cousin Donna, she called and said, "Cuz I think we might need to engage, engage on this tonight." And when she gave me the topic, it automatically clicked, and I loved it. Okay, and you see on the screen, that's from my Facebook, Raheem Dream, Raheem Muhammad. You can support me by sending stars. Stars help me to earn money to make more content. Okay, let's keep making this content. Okay, here's my co-host. She's in the building. How are you today?
I'm good. How you doing?
Oh, unbelievable, unbelievable.
Woo, brutal.
Okay. Okay. The topic for the night: molestation in the black family. And as I was saying, I think this is important. I think this is an important topic. Very important topic. And I'm gonna give you a full screen and you can make your introduction and everything. And I'm gonna get this Instagram fired up while you're doing that. Okay.
Okay.
Give you a solo screen. There you go. The screen is all yours, and I'm gonna mute myself.
Thank you. Good evening, everybody. My name is Marietta Elliott, and I'm your co-host tonight. Our topic is definitely something that's critical. Molestation within the Black family is horrific. And I had no idea until I decided to be a foster parent. And being a foster parent, you have to go through X amount of classes. And when we got to the point where there was going to be conversation about molestation, the speaker said to me, "You think everything is going really well right now?" He said, "But after we get through talking about molestation within the family, you're going to be surprised at how many people won't return the next day." And I think at that point, we probably had at least 150 candidates to be foster parents. And the next day, oh my God, there was less than half of the people there. And he had warned me. He said that the people will not be returning because they themselves were molested and have become the molesters. And it's never been talked about. So they shy away from that conversation and they avoid it as much as possible. I was absolutely devastated. I could not believe that that's what was going on within the Black community and in the Black families. It was heartbreaking. But that experience taught me that, you can never underestimate any situation. And not only were the young girls being molested, the boys were absolutely being molested as well. And I met another gentleman who took care of children that had been in the system for that. And he told me that there are more moms that molest their sons than the other way around. The daughters being molested by the fathers or the brothers. And I thought that was also a horrible discovery. But he said, yes, it's out there. It's just not talked about. So tonight is a very good night. I can't wait to get the information from Raheem because this will definitely be a learning experience for me to hear the stats. And this was probably 20 years ago when I went to be a foster parent. So I know things have definitely changed. I think there's more investigations that have been done. So when he comes back with his stats, I cannot wait to get this knowledge. I cannot wait to get the knowledge. And I'm hoping that, there's someone in the audience who can share an experience or some knowledge of someone that they've had to help through that process. Because we also want to know about the ones that had lent a helping hand to comfort that soul, because that is a soul that definitely needs to be comforted. And if it's not comforted, it can continue on into the adulthood. And we want to stop this. We want to stop it if we can. And I'm sure we can if people step forward and say, okay, we're going to do something about this. So I'm looking forward to all the conversation tonight. Please chime in for those who have had an experience or just know something about it. Definitely appreciate you. And thank you for joining us tonight. And make sure you subscribe to the channel and thumb up the video. I'll be thumbing up when I get off tonight.
All right. This is the Few, the Proud, the For Real TV, and I'm right back at you. Just trying to give people time to get into the building before I, really start. I just got a couple things I was just going to run through. A little quick information I looked up right quick, And, because me, I like to come with numbers.
Yes.
I like to show the numbers. See, when you're doing this kind of work here, because this is work. When you're doing this kind of work here, you don't want to go off your own opinion and stuff like that there. You want to put the numbers up so people can see the numbers, because like I always say, men lie, women lie, but the numbers don't lie.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? The numbers don't lie. So try to give people time to come into the building, and and then I'll start this quick presentation. Won't be long, just something real quick. I just went through and looked at. You know, I had a little time to do it. Uh, if you know how to do research, I mean, it do take a lot of time. I'm not gonna say that. You know what I'm saying? But if you do know how to research, you know how to go through when everything lines up. You can click on certain things, and you can find out that if the knowledge is based off how can I put it consensus. If it's based off consistency, than just one person opinion or something.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Because you want the consensus. When you're doing research, you want the consensus. You want the medical journals. That's what I'm thinking about. You want the journals. Journals is through science and research. Okay, you want the journals. Right. So when you're doing research, see if you can find journals. That's where you would get your most. That's where you would get your how can I put it? I ain't gonna say that because one journal couldn't be just a primary source, but it's about the closest you can get if you just do one.
Right.
You have to do more than one to find and compare them. You understand what I'm saying? That's why a lot of people don't do real research because it takes time.
Yes.
It takes time because you got to have pencil and paper there. You know what I'm saying? To write that stuff down and then match the numbers up, and then go to the next one and go to the next one and go to the next one. You got to try to find a journal from there, a journal from there, a journal from there. You understand what I'm saying? And that's how you come up with a primary source. But everybody don't take the time to do that, so they just go on whatever the news say or whatever. But don't get me wrong. I'm not saying the news don't give you. I put it this way: news is just like Google, WikiLink. That's what we call it. We call it weak link because it's Google, WikiLink, and the news is a starting point. You understand what I'm saying? It's a starting point. So it can't shoot you. It can't guide you to the right direction. But then you got to take it from there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to give people time to get into the building. I'm going to get started here. Let me share my screen. Share screen. Okay. So that's the only thing. Let me go. I'm going to go back. Is my screen still sharing? Can you still see that?
Yes.
Okay. I can't do it and have me on there and make it move like I'm making it move. Nah, is it moving?
Yes.
Okay. This is just as you can see here, recently digest with that ain't what I want to read. Recently diagnosed with bipolar disorder. That was not what I was trying to read. But it's up there. This young lady here, I don't know how to pronounce that name, but anyway, she's a doctor and a professor, and right here it says, no secret, no lies, how Black family can heal from sexual abuse. This is by author and journalist Robin D. Stone. Is a resource guide for families seeking to understand, prevent, and overcome childhood sexual abuse. you know, the impacts on adult survivors. Okay, right here it says it's okay. Below, Stone shares 10 facts about sex abuse in the African American community.
Mm,
Okay, it's more common than you think. That's what she says. She
mhm,
says it's more common than you think, which it is. Which it is. It's a survey of adults. It says 1 in 4 women and 1 in 6 men report that they were sexually abused as a child.
mm,
Wow. You see, and I was just telling people that it
mm,
has really went up for the boys.
mhm.
They have these I'm almost cussed, perverts out here, man, messing with these boys, man. You dig what I'm saying? One in 4 women, 1 in 6 men report they were sexual. Okay, it's a black thing too. Many African Americans thinks that child sexual abuse is more typical among white people. Stats show that blacks are sexually victimized in childhood at about the same rate as white. And you know that it wasn't nowhere near that when we was younger.
No way.
Nowhere near it. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm,
I didn't say it wasn't going on, but
mm,
I'm talking about what it is now.
mm,
Okay. Okay, it's a near and present danger. 2/3 of all victims of sexual assault reported to the police were under 18.
mm,
In nearly 95% of the cases, the offenders was a family member or acquaintance.
mhm,
Wow. Okay. Rich or poor, poverty, which contributes to violence in many communities, is not seen as a risk factor for children's sexual abuse. Abuse is more likely to be reported among low-income families, but is virtually undetected in families whose money or status shield them from the authorities. That's a
mm,
fact.
mm,
That's a fact.
mm,
That's a fact. Okay, race matters. African American women are less likely than white women to involve police in cases of child sexual abuse. Fears about betraying the family by turning abusers into the system. Distrust in institutions and authority often led blacks to remain silent about family business. Okay, boys are also abused. About 14% of all young victims of sexual assault are males. According to the police reports, 20% of sexual abuse of boys is committed by women. Wow. Among African Americans. Detail of sexual abuse of boys. Okay, the cause and effect. Black women report being more severely abused with greater force. They also report more upset, greater long-term effects, and more negative life experiences from sexual abuse than white women. Among the effects, post-traumatic stress disorder, depression, anxiety, eating disorder, substance abuse, drug abuse, self-mutilation, and more.
mm, mm, mm.
Okay, I just what's man, this is not the one. Put the wrong one up because it had more numbers to it.
Mhm.
Okay, eating disorder. Let me see what I got over here. I had another one up. I don't know what happened. I had another one up.
Mm, mm, mm.
Yeah, I had another one up. I must have took it down by mistake. But That's just something right quick. Okay. Who wrote this BS? Good evening. What BS? What I do? Spell something wrong, cuz? Because you always on my spelling. This Dre in the house, y'all. She said,
Hi,
who wrote
Jane.
this BS? Good evening. I wrote it, cuz. What I do? Spell it wrong? I ain't the best speller, you know that. I ain't the best speller or the best reader. Or the best reader, okay? Okay, Dre said, according to science, we as black people are the worst in everything. Well, there you go. Okay. Okay, Donna said, hey, cuz, it's Donna's topic. But we already know what, I will say this here, though. We have moved up the ladder in the last 20 years on the molestation side. Now, that's a fact. We're a lot worse than what we used to be. That's a fact. And I know you said, Miss Elliott, about, okay, no, it's not you. It's what you read. Oh, okay, yeah, yeah. Yeah, but I mean, cause it was just that was a quick something I grabbed. That really wasn't the one I was looking for. I had another one up there. I must have deleted it, deleted it by mistake. But I had that one up there and another one. I was gonna show that one, then go to the other one. But I don't know what happened. I must have clicked it off by mistake. But you tell me, Dre. I know you in this school, so you should. I know you probably hear all kind of things in the classrooms. Oh man, I can drink water now. Okay. And Miss Elliott, oh excuse me, you were saying about when you was gonna be a foster parent or something. Felicia in the house, y'all. Hey baby, she said hello everyone.
Hi.
So what you had to do? Was it a class or something you had to take?
Yeah, through the county.
Okay. Okay. I mean, I know it's on the rise. You understand what I'm saying? Right inside the families.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what people were saying. You know what I'm saying? Okay, Dresser, hey, cuz. This Mike in the house, y'all. Mike said, Mary, I was a foster parent as well for 12 years, and I had a set of 6-year-old twins. I truly believe they were molested.
Yeah, pretty much most of the time when they get into the system, a lot of that is what brings them there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Other than parents being drug addicts.
Yeah, but I'm saying do they let y'all know what the kid is in there, why the kid is in there, whatever?
Yes, you have to have you get their whole history.
Oh, you get their background.
Yeah.
Okay. Brenda in the house.
All right.
Hey, Brenda. Brenda say, good evening, miss you guys. Hi. Looking good tonight. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey. Okay, Dre say, yes, it's on the rise. However, it is on the rise around the globe. Oh, no fact about that. I was just talking about us as a black people. You understand what I'm saying? It's we didn't indulge in stuff like that. But I mean, if it was like they said, it was kind of hidden. But Felicia said we also have to let our young children know they can't come to us as adults, and we will protect. Okay, back in the day, some would blame the child. Yes, yeah. I done heard that plenty of times, where they blame the kid, and the kid grow up with that. Because the boyfriend was messing, with the daughter or something. So I know down the way in them universities, but they didn't change now. But back in the day, if you came in there for messing with a kid, period. If you came in there for messing with a kid,
Right.
messing with old folks, you got dealt with.
Right.
You
Definitely.
got dealt with. But these days, it's not the same.
Right.
It's not the same because you know what? You can go in some of them spots because I know when I got to Grafton, if I'm not mistaken, it was like, I think either 85 or 95% rapists.
Oh, jeez.
There was rapists or something molesting, some kind of, you understand what I'm saying? Molestation. And then, and then the rest was, was getting money. We put it that way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Brenda says, great topic. Something that needs to be talked about. Okay, Drea said, it's not so much back in the day, Felicia. I know some youth now who are being blamed and kicked out of the house. Yeah, I know what's going on. I know what's going on. Mike says, one would take showers with his clothes on and the other would run around the house with his weenie hanging out. The system told me they didn't have a history on their moms was drug addicts. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Felicia said, this is so true. Some would rather put the child out to keep the man or woman instead of dealing with this stuff. Yeah, this is actually a deep topic though. Cause wow, it's a deep topic. It's a deep topic. Okay, well, we all know who were the organizer of provision and evil. Pervish. I forgot how to pronounce that word. It's like perverts. I got you though. I can't pronounce them big words. So keep it plain for me.
Right.
Keep it plain for me, cuz. But the system. See, I don't even want to get into all that, but it's a system. The system pushes and does. What's that noise? Yeah, some kind of noise. But the system is the system pushes what they want to push. You know what I'm saying? That's just like the the broke wrist and all that there, how they push it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we know who masterminded. Master being perverts and perfected evil. Of course. They're the ones who run this thing. They're the ones who run this thing. But of course, it says my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. That's in that book y'all read. Hope y'all didn't look over that. It said my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. So I don't know. I really don't know a whole lot about this topic. But I ain't gonna say I don't know a whole lot. I haven't been presented where I had to. I mean, have I heard about it? Yes. Have I heard about it? Yes. You know what I'm saying? Okay, Dre said, do you believe a husband can rape his wife? I don't know. Y'all got to answer that.
Yes.
I guess no is no, huh?
Exactly.
I guess no is no.
No is no.
Okay. But I thought he owned that.
No.
You don't own that? Okay. I'm just asking. I'm just asking. I don't want to get beat up. I'm just asking.
Well, you know what? This is the interesting thing. Here's the flip side to that. You're saying that, you thought it was.
No. I'm just no. I ain't saying I thought. I just put that out there.
Your comment, yeah. But
right.
Anyway,
yeah. I just put it out there.
Yeah. Anyway, at the end of the day, the children that are in those positions, that man that has the mindset that no doesn't mean no, are the very ones that are the ones who do the molestation. Okay. They cannot accept the fact that this is not appropriate behavior.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And also, during that foster class, the person that was doing the class, he also made a point to say how we raise our children to not talk to strangers and not take candy from strangers. And he said that was a very tool that these molesters use within the family to molest the children within the families. And I was taking a step back that, that has got to be the truth that he was saying.
Yeah.
And
makes sense.
We get very upset with our children when they talk to strangers or take candy from strangers, but we don't tell them you can't take it from Uncle John.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or you can't take it from your brother. And I think that, a lot of this stuff also stems back to a lack of supervision. I mean, you can't just leave your children alone with whomever. There has to be someone that you absolutely know is very trustworthy. Even kids get molested in other people's homes. And they come home from spending the night and they never ever talk about it. Mm-hmm. So, we got to protect them. And I know that there are definitely boundaries and limits as to how we protect them. But a lot of this stuff comes from unsupervision. Sadly to say.
Okay.
You're not I don't think that your child is going to be raped in the middle of the night if you're there in that house with them. Because you're going to miss your partner, or you're going to hear someone walking around in the house, doors opening. You'll hear something.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's pretty unfortunate how it goes.
Okay.
And that class was very informative.
I bet it was.
I left there crying.
Yeah. Because it made you aware of what's really going on.
Exactly.
Say we be in our own little worlds.
Yes.
We be in our own little worlds. Yeah. But Dre said, I'm asking because if there are not any boundaries, laws, enforcement questions, whether it's rape. Okay. It's questioned when it's between a husband and wife. Okay, Mike said, I think the numbers are much higher than what stated. Kind of like you said, the system is pushing our children to want to be the opposite sex. Yes. Yeah. It wasn't heard of when we was coming up, and it's wide open now, and it really is just wide open, man. I mean, man, it's just so. It's just so nasty. Nasty is what it is. Okay, Brenda said, it is so important to spend quality time with kids. They need to feel comfortable and know they have a place where they feel comfortable about talking about their feelings. Okay. Okay, I think this my cousin. Who is this? Lot say no. I don't know. I don't know what they talking about. That might be a troll. I might have to block that. That might be a troll. So yeah, we hide them. That might be a troll. So I don't know, but yeah, I agree with Brenda on that day, because you got to make them comfortable so they can tell you what's going on. And not be that they because they feel like they be the one, they the blame. So a lot of them, that's why they don't say nothing.
Right.
Okay. Drea said, I think it was just a bad decade ago. The difference was that children back in the day were told to stay quiet. Yeah. Keep your mouth shut. Yeah. Okay, Donna says kids get molested in their own homes, and the mother will not know it or act like she don't know, cause she's scared of the father. Yeah. Fear. Yeah. Yeah. And that's got to be a hell of a thing, though. You know what I'm saying? Right in the home like that. And like she said, and the mother know it, and she's scared too. That's like being held hostage.
It is.
That's like being held hostage.
It is. And you know what? There was there have been people who have turned out to be homosexual just because of that first sexual encounter.
Yeah.
That first sexual encounter can change your life for life.
Yeah.
It can change it.
Okay. Izzo, I don't even know how to pronounce lot. Things happen right in your face. Yeah, probably, yeah. You don't, because you're not paying attention.
Right.
I can believe that.
Right.
I can believe that. I can believe that.
But it's like my sister said, and this is what we definitely believe in our family, is a line of communication from day one. I mean, no matter what the conversation is we definitely believe in a line of communication. So if a child in our life ever encounters something like that, I am almost positive they'll probably come and have that conversation, or they will allude to something going wrong and we'll drag it out of them in a kind, gentle manner to find out what exactly did go on. And then we would start to protect them. And then we would deal with the person who was the perpetrator. We would never sit back and be quiet about it. No way. No way. Not in our family. But, everybody does not have, that same kind of system, that support system. And people do live in fear. And that is a very unfortunate thing, that people are living in fear in reference to husbands molesting, wives molesting, brothers or sisters, whoever is having any inappropriate behavior with the child is no good. And I can imagine if the father was rough with the mother, it could give them the opportunity, the child, to think that this is the way it's supposed to be. And one thing will lead to another. So we have to be careful with that as well. Because children, once again, they do mimic what they see. And they don't realize how mimicking the wrong thing is always dangerous. But when you put sex in the mix, that makes it even worse. So we have to be careful.
You got it, my brother. Everything good. Just telling that people on the Instagram here. But yeah, Drea said happens a lot on play dates that kids have with each other.
Mm-hmm. That's why I'm saying spending the night. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. Donna said that's your cousin Crystal. I thought when I seen Lot. Okay, cuz.
Mm.
Okay. Yeah. That's Crystal. Okay, cuz.
All right. Good to have
Yeah.
Crystal in the house.
Yeah. Now this is the future proud of For Real TV. Right black guy, you right black guy, you. Thumb up the video, thumb up the video, thumb up the video. Hit that thumbs up for me. Thumb up the video. Subscribe to the channel. Tap that little bell so every time I go live or upload something, you will be in the loop. You'll get a notification. Hopefully, I know I've been shadow banned. What can you say? Most of the positive channels get shadow banned because I know other people that has channels all around the country, and they tell me the same thing. They notifications don't go out, because they're not promoting buffoonery and all that other stuff. So that's why I try to send mine out on my own just in case.
Right.
Okay, yeah, come on over to the YouTube, my brother. Come on over to the YouTube. It's my brother Leon up in Denver.
Okay.
Yeah, come on over, my brother. I'm gonna shut this down. Come over to the YouTube, the Few, the Proud, the number 4, then Real TV. Come on over to the YouTube, my brother. I'm gonna shut this down. I'm gonna thank everybody for tuning in over here on the Instagram. Right back at you, and I'm out. Have a great evening. Okay, yeah, but okay, we got Ron in the house, y'all. Ron in the house. Ron, say hello all.
Hey.
Ron in the house. Ron in the house. The topic for the night, Ron, is molestation in the black family. Okay. Dre said the internet promotes being violated sexually. Yes, it does. Everything goes on that there on this internet, and that's for real. Okay, Felicia said, I know a few situations where the mother knew, but the husband beat them both. There you go. The child is afraid, and so is the parent. So to keep the peace, they say nothing and let it happen. Yeah, well, what can I say? See me, I don't even want to hear nothing like that, but it's real.
Right.
But it's real. It's reality. It's reality. That is reality. You just think about that child. She's gonna grow up, even if it's a boy or a girl, because they molesting these young boys too.
Mm-hmm.
And they grow up with that. Head all messed up. So I mean, and then you don't know what they gonna. I mean, I ain't saying they gonna grow up to be mass murderers or nothing like that. Some of them end up being good people and have good families.
Yes.
Because of what they went through.
Mm-hmm.
Because of what they went through. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But let them mofos go to sleep one night. One good night. You gonna get him into sleep, Dre? Yeah, but wow. This is a deep hell of a topic here.
It's hard for me to keep quiet. I could never keep quiet. That is a secret I could never keep. Never. And I don't care if it meant my husband had to leave me. He should. He should be leaving. And preferably in a body bag.
Yeah, and that's just what I was about to say. If you don't leave in a box, huh?
I hate to say it, but that's how I feel.
Yeah, if you don't leave in a box.
That is like no tolerance.
Yeah.
No forgiveness.
Yeah, that's a coward. That's a coward. That's a coward.
Right.
Okay. Ron said the father is sick. Of course. He passed sick.
And the mother as well, if she knows about it.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, Brendan say, Felicia, you should have reported that. Knowing her, she did. I tell you that.
I thought she said nothing.
Oh, I think she said I don't know. I thought she said the parent didn't say nothing. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But regardless, it all boils down to, if we as adults have knowledge of a child being abused, we need to stop it.
Yeah, ain't no question. Yeah, ain't no question.
The household has to get cleaned out.
Yeah, ain't no question. No question.
I mean, I don't know how anybody could sit back and say, okay.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. It's got to be some hell of a changes.
That's right.
If he doing that to any of my family members, you won't have to worry about it.
He should be in a body bag.
You won't have to worry about it.
I hate to say it on the internet, but it's the God's truth.
Yeah, you won't have to worry about it. You won't have to worry about it. Okay, Mike says not just the internet, it's on TV. Mm-hmm. I recently saw a commercial with two guys kissing each other in the mouth for medicine for HIV. Yes, they show that all the time. Like you said on the commercial. Who wants to see that? You can promote the HIV medicine, but you ain't got to promote it like that.
But that's not sexual abuse.
And 9 times out of 10, they always make it 2 black men too.
But that's not sexual abuse. That's consenting sex.
But what he's saying is that I get what he's saying though.
Right.
But we know it's not that, but I kind of know what he's saying though. Mm-hmm. He's saying the promotion of it. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
I know what he's saying. Okay, Michael McDonald, damn, I haven't seen that. What is the world coming to? Oh, you ain't seen that, Dre? Man, I done seen that commercial plenty of times. And it's 2 black men.
All the time.
Yeah. Okay, Ron said we have to protect our families, no doubt. Okay, Felicia said, Brenda, I was a child myself. Oh, okay, no one would believe a child at that time. Okay, I got you. Okay, so yeah, she said she was a child then. Felicia said she was a child then. Okay. She was a child then.
Yeah, because she didn't say that at first. So okay,
right. Yeah, I got you. She said, Brenda, I was a child myself. No one would believe a child at that time. Okay.
Yeah, it's too bad she didn't go to her mom because her mom.
Yeah. And Ron said protect. Okay, Donna said, you know what, cuz that's why young girls grow up to hate their mothers, because they know what was going on in the house and they don't say nothing to protect them. Oh. Ah, man, yeah.
Donna's right.
Yeah, okay. Dre said, did you see the recent news about the Dalila Lama? No, I ain't never heard of her.
I thought you said Dalai Lama. That's what it looks like.
Who?
The Dalai Lama. Is that what she said?
Yeah, DALDI and then LAMA.
Yeah, Dalai Lama.
Dalai Lama. I never heard. I don't even know who that is. I don't even know who that is, cuz. Okay, Donna say never say never, cuz we don't know what we would do when we faced with certain things. Yeah, that's a fact. Okay, Brenda say you can call anonymous. Okay, they have a hotline for situations like that. Okay. Dre say yes, Marietta, that's who I'm talking about. Okay. I don't know who that is though, cuz. Okay. Who?
The Dalai Lama is big to do.
Oh, shit, I don't know. I thought it was a person.
Like a high-powered person.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Felicia said, I said the parents. Felicia said The parents said nothing. Okay. And Mike said he asked a child to suck his tongue. Who the hell is y'all talking about?
Oh, sweet.
He asked a child to suck his tongue. Okay. Wow. Okay. Dred said he is a current Dalai Lama, also the highest spiritual leader
Right, that's what I was
and
saying.
head of the country of Tibet since 1940. Okay. I'm not hip to him.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. A high-powered person. Yeah.
Okay. And Dred said, yes, Mike. Okay, yeah, I'm not familiar with him. I'm gonna have to look him up then.
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with him. Okay, and okay, Felicia saying we're talking about things happening generations after generations to a point as it's a way of life as wrong as it is.
No.
Yeah.
I don't agree with that. We definitely are not a way of life. No, who would ever accept that as a way of life?
Yeah, but I kind of understand
I don't know. I don't see that in the Black family.
No, what I'm saying, I kind of see what she's saying because it goes on and on and on and on.
Mm-hmm.
What she's saying is that sometimes it goes on and on. It keeps happening in the same family.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Not to whether it's, I kind of get what she's saying. She said it just goes on and on in the same family. You understand what I'm saying? Generations have been doing it. So
I don't know nothing about that. I can't.
No, me either. But that's what I got from what she said.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Dred said he asked a young boy to suck his tongue in front of news cameras after the boy kissed him on the cheek. Okay. Dred said no one has agreed with me, but it's fact. I don't know. That's what I said. I can, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. Because I can imagine how we have generation of things that we pass down. You understand what I'm saying? And what I'm saying is that just like we pass good things down, some bad things get passed down. You know what I'm saying? So, that kid could probably, grow up and be a molest. You understand what I'm saying?
Well, that's typically the way it goes.
Right, that's what I'm saying. And I think that's what she's saying.
Right, but they take it, they don't necessarily keep it in the family. They take it outside of the family at that point.
But I'm saying if they have their
people in the world.
But what I'm saying is that they have their own family, they may end up doing it.
Yeah,
in the family.
Yes.
In the family, and that's
within their own family.
That's what I'm saying, because that's what I'm saying. So that's and that ends up being another generation.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, and that ends up being another generation.
Yeah,
because that's still the same family.
Yes, possibilities. Yes.
You understand what I'm saying? Even though it might be that one started another family, but it still extended from the other family.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah, that's right. Okay, Ross say, I'm at the Arab store. I feel like stealing something. The Arabs gonna take you in the back and whoop you too. the Arabs just got finished breaking fast. They just got finished breaking fast. You mess around and get whooped up in there. They just broke fast. Yeah, they just broke they fast.
Oh boy.
Okay. We said all these things that were put in place now were not there back then. We know as adults now what we would do, but kids back in the day, children were seen and not heard.
Right. But are these stats that you read, they're current events, right?
Yeah, what I read was current.
Right. So that means that even though we have different things to do about it, it's still happening. It has.
It's getting worse.
Yes, I'm saying
that's what they were saying. Yeah, it's getting worse.
Even though there's an out.
Exactly. They're saying it's getting worse among our people.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes. Now that we have things in place, it is still continuing to grow.
Yes. It's getting worse among us. In other words, if you do the stats on black and white and stuff like that there, we was always behind in them, like suicides and raping and, you know, all that kind of stuff. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
But now, you know, in the world of today, we have things in place. Counselors, we have 696, we have all kinds of things that can happen, but that does not control the person's behavior. Right.
Yeah. Okay, Brenda said this is why we are having this conversation, so we can attempt to make a change. That's a fact. That's why we do this.
Right.
To try to make a change. See, if I can get you to think, that's what I want you to do. If I can just get you to think, just to think. Okay, Cuz say yes. Crystal say yes. Yeah, if I could just get you to think.
Yes,
you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I could just get you to think. See, a lot of times we have to remember, we be locked in our own little worlds. And what I mean by that, you know, we go to work, do whatever we got to do, then we rush home, we try to do what we got to do around the house or whatever. You understand what I'm saying? And then go to bed and right back at it again. You see what I'm saying? So we be locked in our little world. So sometimes we don't see all the stuff that's going on. Only thing we might see if we take time to see what's on the news. Cause don't get me, cause I watches the news. I watches the regular news. I watches the world news. You know, I watches all that kind of stuff. You dig what I'm saying? And a lot of times what it does is just give me a point to start at. If I see something, you know what, I need to do a little research on that. You know, and that'll make me go do some research on it because it's been brought to my attention. You see what I'm saying? And that's what we're doing here with this channel.
Right.
That's what this channel is about, to bring things to your attention so you could be aware.
Right.
And start thinking.
Right.
Broaden your horizons and start seeing what's going on around you. Because a lot of times there be so much stuff going on around you, you don't even see it. You understand what I'm saying? It's like you can learn something new. I done found this out. You can learn something new and be riding in your own neighborhood and just happen to look over, damn, what did that get there? You've been flying by it all this time. You've been flying by it all this time. But what happens is you become conscious of your surrounding. Then you start paying attention more. And you start seeing more.
Right.
Instead of looking like this here, it opens up. Your third eye opens up. What they call the third eye. If you go back to Kemet, the Nile Valley teaching, they teach you about the third eye. But that's another topic. But you know, but I'm just saying, it makes you aware. It makes you aware.
Right.
And you start seeing. Go ahead.
I just wonder, in reference to our children, you know, there used to be a time when the parents would read bedtime stories to their children before they went to sleep. They actually tucked their kids into bed. And I think that that's a good time for a mom to ask that child,
communicate.
How was your day? Do you want to talk about anything?
Right.
That might help the children to be comfortable with a private one-on-one conversation with their parent during the bedtime story. Or if the parent is suspicious about something, perhaps they could get a book that would relate to what is possibly going on and see if the child would make a connection or come clean about what's going on in their world.
Yeah.
I think that would help because we, like you say, we are very, very busy. But I think we owe that to our children to take that moment to tuck them into bed if we can't do anything else. After we look at their homework, tuck them into bed and talk to them. Have a little story with them. 5 or 10 minutes.
That's the opportunity.
Exactly.
Yep. That's
we have to take advantage of that little bit of time.
Yeah, that's a good idea too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like you said, how different books relating to different things, because that will make them open up.
Right. And you know what? Also.
Yeah.
I also think that it's the downfall when parents allow their children to sleep with them. Mm-hmm. Because children get comfortable with sleeping with adults, which can open up the door to a lot of other things that can happen being comfortable with same sex. Children need to be in their own beds at night. I don't think that children should be laying in bed with their parents. They belong in their own spaces. I think that's a big deal. So that way you do have that opportunity to tuck them into bed at night and have that bedtime story. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Alicia said it's about the mindset of the young parents to help the communication with their kids about sex and what is not taught properly, and what to do if it happens. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay.
And that has been.
Yeah. Crystal says 696 can get you in trouble to be called. Okay, 696 can get you trouble because kids will hold that against you. You have to be careful with 696.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
Yes, well, I know what she's saying, because I seen something on I think it was on YouTube, mm-hmm. where the kids was acting out, and the mama was getting on them. Mm-hmm. And the little kid said, "Well, I know what I can do. I know what I know. All I got to do for you. All I got to do is call 696."
Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay.
696 kids or whatever.
I see what you're saying now. Okay, yeah, I get it.
Now put your hands on me.
I get it.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now I know. Yeah. I seen this on one of them channels. You know what I'm saying? And the kid was like, "Yeah, I wish you would." Mm-hmm. I said, "What? Yeah, well, you be calling them already, but I don't know how you gonna call them, because I'm gonna break both your hands."
Exactly. I mean, interestingly enough, if the child feels like they need to call 696, okay, then that opens up the door for the parent to become the parent now. Mm-hmm. I got a problem with Johnny, and this is why we're here now, and we need some help with this. So it can work in a good way. If they want to get other people involved in their mess, that could be a good thing to straighten out the problem.
Right. Okay, Ron said they arrested the mom. The 6-year-old shot the teacher.
Good.
Yeah, 6 years
Somebody
old.
should pay.
Yeah, 6 years old. Yeah, that was what, about a month or two ago, wasn't it?
Yes.
6 years old. They scared of these kids in these schools, and by right.
I just had a conversation over the weekend in reference to the Black children and the Black parents and the behavior, and how they understand why the kids act the way they act, because
when the parents come up,
the parents start cursing them.
That's right.
Before they even hear the story.
Yep. Yeah.
So we have to do something about that.
Yeah. Okay, Brenda said that's good, Marietta. Yeah, but they scared of these kids up in these schools, man. But they got a good right to be. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you know what? Yes, they should be. But at the same time, if the children are that disorderly, then the parents should be made to homeschool
I
until
agree.
they get their child under control.
Yeah,
And
I agree with that, because you know the other kids can't learn nothing neither with that child in there.
Exactly. So, you know, parents have to step up and do some things that they don't necessarily feel comfortable with. But if you're going to let your kids go in there and terrorize the school, they need to be taken out and at home with you, and you be made to homeschool.
But, you know, but see, the way I look at that too, like you just said, but, you know, how important is that child to you? See, that's the question. To the parent, you understand what I'm saying?
Apparently, the child is not that important, because they're not even grooming them. They're not even making them sit down and behave themselves. That's not their interest, and that is part of the problem.
Yeah, because
that's part of the problem.
Yeah, because the teacher that's not supposed to raise the child, she's just supposed to teach.
She can't. I mean, she's got probably 20 kids in a class, or maybe
right,
more.
if not more. Yeah,
exactly.
These days, because they got all the schools combined together now, you know.
Exactly. These teachers are quitting left and right.
Oh yeah, no, they leaving that field. No, they leaving that field. I seen that on the world news, all over the country. They getting out.
Yep.
You got even the people that drive the buses.
Yes, exactly. They're getting out too
and everything. Yeah, they getting out. They say, "Oh no, I got to find me another job."
They're always hiring for drivers.
Yeah, yeah.
Because of that.
Yeah.
That's right. Children are threatening the parents. The parents get on the bus. I saw one where the parent got on and beat up the driver.
Yeah.
Because she put her child off the bus.
Right.
Can't ride anymore. You're disruptive. I got to drive. I have to drive. I cannot be disruptive while I'm driving. Exactly.
Yeah, mess around, kill everybody.
Exactly. So we got to do something here. We have to do something here.
I tell you what y'all can do right now. Thumb up the video, thumb up the video, thumb up the video. Hit that thumbs up. That's what you can do right now.
And subscribe to the channel.
And subscribe to the channel. Share, subscribe. Share it and subscribe. It's just, share it to your social medias. And for you old people who don't know what share to your social media mean, if you got a Facebook page or Twitter or Instagram, that means put it on there, okay? Because maybe you old folks don't know what that means when I say share it to your social medias.
Old folks.
You old folks. Yeah, you old folks. You old folks. You old folks caught and stuck in them old ways, and you don't want to do nothing new. You understand what I'm saying? Stuck in your old ways. But what can I say?
Well, I'll tell you one thing. If we're gonna do something new, it's got to be something new.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Not new redesigned.
Yeah. Regurgitated, huh?
Exactly.
Yeah.
We don't need that.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Right. And you know what? I had a person who also told me along this line of molestation. Her parents was letting a woman babysit her, and the babysitter was molesting.
Wow.
Yep.
Well, you know what? I think I seen something like
oral sex on her.
Yeah, I think I seen something like that on the news before.
Yep.
Yeah, I seen something on the news like that before.
Yeah, so it's out there.
Yeah. Yeah, the babysitter was the nanny or whatever was. Yeah. Right. That was remember that happened with Antoine Foster or whatever. What was his name? Antoine Foster. Fisher or whatever, right? Because he was from Cleveland, down in the projects.
Right. His wife, his mother. Who was it? It was his mother's friend or something? I thought.
Yeah, I had him doing all sex on her as a little baby.
Exactly. Right.
Yeah.
And she was beating him, and oh God.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Crystal say, okay. Look. We are talking about what we as adults will do when a child is molested. They are in trauma. They are being told that bad things will happen to them if they tell. If they tell, they are afraid. Yes, that's what they told that by the molester too. They told that by the molester too.
And it doesn't stop them though.
Yeah,
it doesn't stop the molester. They move on. They move on.
Yeah. Drea said, Marietta, you often mention how parents should do better. What do you think should be done to make the parents do better? Remember, there are a lot of single parents out there.
Well, like I said, quality time. That's very important. Yes, there are a lot of single parents, and definitely I don't believe by choice. But when you decide to have children, you have to make a commitment at that point to do what you need to do as a parent. And it is unfortunate there is not a woman here that gets pregnant and can't look around her and have seen what the other moms have gone through. But if you choose to go down that road, then you should have a plan. You should have a plan to take care of your child and keep up with them and try to protect them as much as you can. No one can do it 100%. But I am only one in a million. I went above and beyond when it came to taking care of my nephew. That's how I earned these bags under my eyes, because I sacrificed. I gave up my day job to work third shift so I could go right to the classroom with him. I made it work because I was very, very determined. I made my sacrifice. And I don't expect everybody to be able to do it, but I do expect that that woman who is sexually active, if she is not protecting herself, she knows there's an opportunity to have a baby. And if you are sexually active with a man that is not any good, you're going to be that single parent. You're going to be that single parent. So we have to be very careful. We have to be careful. And if we have one, and that's a rough road, and we have two, and that's a rough road, and now we got six, and it's a rough road. Come on now. At some point, the woman has to realize this is not the road she should be traveling. It's her choice. It's her choice. So if you're a single parent, your job is now to give up the party life, give up your girlfriends, give up your boyfriend if you have to make it right for your child. Bottom line. And if the first one was rough, God in heaven knows you don't need a second or a third. That's how I feel, Drea. That's how I feel. And I stand firm on that one.
Okay. Okay, did I read this? Okay. Crystal said, and don't know what to do. We have to look at what the child is feeling. They have been violated, and it affects the mental ability to come tell what's going on with them. Okay.
Yeah, that's why I talked about a relationship before all this happens.
Right.
Communication before all this happens. Yeah, not smoking and drinking and clubbing, and then all of a sudden, oh, she has a problem. You got to be sober too when you're raising kids. You got to be sober, raising your babies, so you can know what's going on with them.
Okay, Mike said the problem is the black man was kicked out of the house. The woman chose government assistant over the black man.
Okay, I don't know about that part either.
Yeah, well, in order for you to get government assistance, you can't have a man in the house. To get that government assistance, he can't be in the house.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Ron says parents gave the kids trauma. Okay, Mike said the black woman is working 2 or 3 jobs. The kids are raising themselves, and that's a fact. That's a fact. I just see that up at the gym, at the rec center all the time. You dig what I'm saying? They came there from school. You dig what I'm saying? They get fed at the rec center. You dig what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And they'll be there till their mom and them pick them up from work.
Mm-hmm.
You dig what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a fact. And then, I mean, how much time they got to do anything when they got home?
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying?
Well, I can only say that if she's working 2-3 jobs, they're not full time. And I can also say that if she is working 2-3 jobs, there's a lot of flexibility going on with 2 of those jobs. So you make it work. I'm tough. I'm tough.
Okay. So Dre says, so if the black woman is working 2 or 3 jobs, what is the black man doing? He's standing in front of the Arab stove.
Or he's making another family. He's making another family somewhere else.
He up at the stove, Dre. You go up there right now. He's standing up there right now.
He up at the stove. Family somewhere else.
He up at the stove with a cup in his hand. I didn't really want to say that, but excuse me.
Well, she better go up there with a stick.
Oh man. Okay, Brenda said, how about we start a group in our school, call it Single Parents Win, and have topics like that. There you go.
Yeah.
You can put it up under the For Real chain. That could be part of the For Real chain.
Oh, most definitely she's gonna be part of the real
No,
chain.
I said that could.
That's what I mean. Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, I'm talking about that. What
I
she
got
just,
a lot of suggestions.
Yeah, what she just put up there could be a part of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I got a lot of things that I want to bring to the table. Yeah. And I'll just add that to the list.
And Mike says, same here in Cincinnati, but it's the library. Yeah. Oh, library here too, Mike. Yeah. They got libraries too where they drop them off and they're there all day. Mm-hmm. The librarians become babysitters.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's safe.
Not all the time, because see, you got a mixture of them in there. You got different ages. You understand what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? The library is a public place.
Yeah, but what I'm saying to you is that there is order in the library. They don't let the children run amok in there.
No, they're very supervised. Right. They try to be, but if it's too many of them, because I done been in the library on the one on the 131st right there. I was in that one in Garfield, the new one time, and it surprised me how them kids was running around in there. Ooh. The new one in Garfield, attorney, man, it surprised the hell out of me. And they had a Garfield Heights police in there. But it was, he I guess he didn't really want to, put hands, he's trying to tell them, sit down, you can't do this, you can't do that. The librarians, you understand what I'm saying? I'm figuring they trying to be gentle with the kids. Right. But they was running amok. This surprised me. Well, it surprised me. That was when they had really first opened it and everything. That really surprised me. Yeah. Okay. Crystal say, you just insulted single mothers. Okay.
I just spoke the truth.
Okay. Brenda said, hey Marietta, I'm loving the leaded crystal glass. Oh, okay. Okay. Class act all the way. You go,
Thank
girl.
You.
Okay. Ron said, this single mom asked me for $1,000. I told her no. Okay, Mike said librarians are free daycare centers. Yes, yes,
Well, I only said that because, at least there is some adult supervision. They're not
yeah.
just in this building without anybody there to keep an eye on them. That's all I said.
No, no, no.
Versus being in someone's
Yeah,
private home.
yeah. No, I understand. I
That's what
understand
I was
exactly
speaking
what
about.
you're saying.
There are no beds to lay down in and no
Right,
corners to
right.
be in. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
but
all
I'm
I
just
was saying.
saying. Yeah, but I'm just saying they can't watch them all.
Yeah,
You
no, but
understand what
I
I'm
know
saying?
that. Yes.
Yeah, they can't watch them all, and then sometimes there be so many of them. You dig what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
Right. And I would hope that when the children are picked up, the librarian says something to that parent. So that way, when they do return, they know what's appropriate. That's important.
Yeah.
I mean, it is an unfortunate thing that the truth does hurt. It does hurt. But we have to learn how to be mature adults and realize that if it is the truth, we need to try to curb it. We need to try to fix it. Because that's part of what's wrong with a lot of people is they're not going to deal with the truth. They don't want to deal with the hardcore facts. They don't want to deal with the hardcore facts. And that's unfortunate because that hurts our children in the long run. By saying my child is not doing this or doing that, and you know full well as a parent what your child does before they leave the house. You would deal with them longer than the teacher does. So no one should be surprised. No one.
Okay.
I am sorry.
Crystal say you can have communication. Kids only got to tell. You tell you what they want. You don't know. You have to have kids to understand.
And that's why I said communication starts early. Conversation starts very, very early on. I always want to know how children feel. I always ask, how do you feel? I don't know how many people do that, but I ask a 2-year-old how they feel. And so on and so forth as they age. I always present that first. I want to know how you feel. First and foremost. And any child that has been in my company will definitely tell you, she always asks how I feel. And I never holler and I never curse my children in my presence. And when you curse your children and you yell at your children, that also teaches them to shut down. Teaches them to shut down and not say anything. When you holler, you scream, and you curse. It chips away with their lines of communication. Those are the hardcore facts.
Okay, Donna said, I think if you don't sit in the seat of a single parent, don't judge them.
I am not judging. I am actually speaking facts.
Okay. And Crystal said, not necessarily, so, okay.
Yeah, I don't need an agreement. I just.
Yeah, well, the name of the game is to get the information out there.
Exactly, right.
That's the name of the game.
Right. And I am saying the things that I have done to make it work.
Yeah, the name of the game is about getting the information out there so everybody can. That's it. It's to make everybody think.
Right. We have to invest. We got to hear a new idea.
That's it.
Like I said, I earned these bags under my eyes because I stayed up with my nephew. I sacrificed.
Yeah.
People don't want to do that part, but I did because I wanted him to do something different in his life, be better than I was, and he is.
Okay. Crystal said we grew up with Hollywood, and I think we turned out just fine. Yeah, well, the name of the game is to get the information out for everybody to think. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? Because see, believe it or not, I'm picking up some things here.
Me too.
You see what I'm saying? That I I mean, you know, what can I say? I'm picking up some things. I'm never one to say I know everything.
Right, I'm
I
picking
come
up
on
too.
here. I come on here sometimes and think I'm teaching y'all something, and I get taught something.
Right.
And the
That's
reason
what it's
being
about.
is because I'm listening, I'm reading, and I'm running it through my mindset.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? You have to have the right mindset in order for it to penetrate. Because you got if you don't have the right mindset, you're not gonna let it in.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So I learned to open up my mindset and let everything in. What I don't need, I take and put on the shelf. I won't throw it away. Right. I'll put it on the shelf.
Right.
Because I might need it later on. I'll put it on the shelf. Okay?
Right.
Okay, Donna said it's sad we want to put blame parents that's trying to take care of their kids. Okay, Crystal said we grew up with hollering. Yeah, with hollering, yeah, we did. And we turned out just fine.
Well, at the end of the day, we learn to mimic. Children will grow up and communicate the same way. Is that what we really want? We want our children to holler and scream and curse like we were? We did? No, we don't want that. We want better than that. We want to respect. We learn now that it's time to respect our children instead of hollering and screaming and cursing them. Because as soon as they stand up and curse you, it's a problem.
Yeah.
It becomes a
that's
problem.
a fact. That's a fact. It is. Yeah, because it's definitely a problem for me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. I mean,
like, you know, yeah. I have to think sometime. I have to think sometime. You know,
we're living in a new world, and we got to try to do something different.
Well, you know what? Because I, you know what? I'm gonna tell you something. I actually think, I already know, the kids and the young adults these days are more sensitive than what we were. They don't have the tough skin that we had. You understand what I'm saying? Because just think about when you was in elementary school, we played the dozens and all that kind of stuff there.
Yeah, we did.
But that's because what that did was gave us tough skin. Believe it or not, that got us ready for society.
Yes, we did.
It toughened up your skin.
We did.
Yes, it toughened up your skin.
We did.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
It toughened up your skin. That's why these kids now are so sensitive, and these young adults, they sensitive. Okay. Now let's say send her the link. Send who the link? Send who the link, Donna? Crystal said it takes a village and family to raise kids. That's a fact.
And we've been talking about that.
That's a fact.
Over and over and over again.
That's
we've been
a
talking
fact.
About that.
Okay. Mike said it was designed by the government to destroy the black family. Ain't no question about that, Mike. I done been through that. I done broke that down for him. But how many people listen? To destroy the black family by taking the black man out of the house. Ain't no question. If that started in the late 70s. That's why they start closing down all the factories where the black man was having them jobs where he could take care of his family. After they took that away, drop the drugs. Okay, Brenda say, Donna, I was a single parent for a long time. My sister knows how it is. She walked with me along that journey. I'm thankful she was by my side every step of the way.
Oh, thank you for saying that.
Okay, Donna Grace says send Crystal the link. Well, she had to come on later another time because we've been on here since 1:30. And it's time for me to get off here because I need
1:30. 1:30.
I mean, we've been on here for an hour and a half, an hour and 30 minutes. That's it, 1:30.
Yeah. I'm like, it is time to get off at 1:30. If you've been on since 1:30, yeah. This was a great night, though.
Yeah. So
Absolutely
Donna said, but some don't. some don't have help. So now what? Okay. Okay, but yeah, yeah,
Yes.
cause I gotta
So
get up and
there's
get out here
loyalty.
early.
I just want to say this real quick. You know,
Yeah,
when she made the statement, some don't have help,
yeah.
then that goes on to say that if you don't have help, why have more? That's the bottom line.
Oh
That's
yeah,
the
no, that's a
problem.
fact. Yeah, no, I agree with you. Yeah,
You
that's
have
now
no
that's a
help with
fact.
one. Why do you have another one and another one and another one? See,
Yeah,
that
no, I
becomes a
agree with that.
problem.
Yeah,
And there's no one making you have these kids. It's your choice.
yeah,
It
no,
is
yeah,
your choice to bring the children here. So you need to change your mindset and do something different.
yeah.
Bottom line.
I don't want to say, but this was shit. That was me. I said, oh no, one is enough. Oh no, I
So
couldn't.
as a man, you made a choice.
Yeah, I said, oh
So
no,
then a woman can do the same thing.
because see, not only that, it was my lifestyle too. You understand what I'm saying? And I could have been a better dad. I neglected because of my lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? See, I'm real. You dig what I'm saying? So there you go. Yeah,
Well, that's
so
what it's all about, being real. Let's be honest
yeah,
about things. We
yeah,
got to get honest.
yeah,
That's part
yeah.
of our problem. Get honest about some things. Take ownership in some things. Because no baby gets here by chance.
Right. Okay, but this is the Few, the Proud, the For Real TV. I ain't had nothing to eat since what, 4 o'clock this morning.
Yes.
It's time for me to get me something to eat.
Okay.
Just been drinking my water. It's time for me to get something to eat. So I'm gonna get ready to sign on out of here. So I'm gonna give you a solo screen. You can I'm hearing a clack, 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 clack. What, you got something on your sleeves or something?
I have nothing.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm hearing a clack, clack, clack or something. But I'm
I hear
giving you a
nothing
push.
Yeah, I don't hear anything on my end.
Okay. You won't hear because you're on your phone, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so you ain't gonna hear what I hear.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm gonna let you go and close out.
Okay.
You can do your close out.
Okay. Well, this was absolutely a wonderful night. Very, 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 very informative. I'm glad that there were so many people involved in taking a stance on how they feel about things. That's what it's all about. It's not about, having credit for this or that or people on, in total agreement. That's not what we're here for. We're only here to offer suggestions and to uplift our people and let people know that we can make changes in our lives, and we do have choices, especially when it comes to bringing children into the world. If you decide that's what you want to do, you need to make sure you position yourself where you'll have the help that you need, starting with the person you decide to have children for. That's an important thing. And I think that if we in the future, the young people in the future, would start thinking more like, am I ready? Who's going to help me? Is he going to be there? What kind of family he came from? Those are going to be the determining factors as to, do you really want to lay up and have children by this particular man? So ladies and parents, we got to teach our children. We got to educate our children. We got to have this conversation with them before they get sexually active. And maybe you might want to lay down how hard it's been for you. And maybe you might want to say to them, I don't want to see you have the hard time. So those things are important. And if we send those messages to our young girls, our young men, I believe we will have a lot of situations that will definitely change, because people are not just having children just because they love that person, because it's more to raising children than just loving the person you had the child by. And I also want to thank my sister personally for chiming in. She's been a great follower. And yes, this was a lead glass that she gave me over the weekend. which was wonderful. We had a great holiday weekend. And I must say, I am at a point in my life where I don't want to do any cooking. I don't want to do any serving. I don't want to do any cleaning up. I just want to reap whatever benefits are there. So thank you, Brenda, again for joining us, and everybody else that did tune in tonight. Definitely appreciate all of your points, and hopefully you will join us again tomorrow. Would be wonderful.
All right, now I'm
Great
gonna sign
topic.
on out of here. This is the Few, the Proud Look for Real TV. Right Black at you, right Black at you. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. And if it's your first time coming to the channel, subscribe to the channel. Hit that subscribe button, tap that little bell, and smash that thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Everybody have a good night. And I'm signing out.
Okay, good night.
All right, good night.